There once was a boy who went to school one day, but nobody really liked him. He was the new kid in town, and he was labeled as weird, and so nobody hung around him. His name was Charles Bovary.
Charles was a pretty bright kid, so his mom wanted the best for him, of course. So, she sent him off to medical school. Medical school was rough for Charles. He wasn't the best student. He struggled on his exams and barely passed. Barely able to make a career for himself.
Well, his mother was overbearing, and so of course she picked his wife for him. She picked a woman named Heloise. Charles was indifferent.
They were to be married, mostly for Heloise's dowry, for Charles needed some money to start up his career.
Well, whenever Charles got his medical career going, he met a man named Old Rule. He had a hurt leg, and so Charles started treating him.
Charles began to go and check on Raoul. One time when checking on Raoul, Charles was introduced to his daughter, Emma. Charles kinda liked Emma. She's a pretty cute girl, if I would say so myself.
Well, Charles couldn't be with Emma until his first wife died, and the reason she died was because she found out about Emma.
Charles talked to Old Rule in order to try to marry young Emma. Raoul said he would show Charles a sign if she said yes. So Old Rule talked to Emma, and she, sure enough, said yes. That was the sign. Charles was excited.
So they got married, and they were so happy at first.
Flashback.
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 Flashback. Emma was a good student whenever she went to Catholic school. For a little while.
Then she got a little promiscuous, a little confused and frisky. She was beaten. Some rich people invited Emma and Charles to a ball, and so they went. Emma was really bored with Charles. He just wasn't that exciting, and this kind of environment just wasn't Charles's cup of tea. So, upon meeting a new person, Emma was just overwhelmed with excitement. 1, for the wealth, 2, for the attention, and 3, just the overall atmosphere.
Well, Emma got sick, and she didn't really know what was wrong. She found out she was pregnant, and she really hated Charles.
Well, they moved to Yonville. It was great, we think. Anyway, upon reaching Yonville, Charles and Emma met a new person. His name was Homa. He was the local pharmacist, and yeah.
Well, Homa and Charles became really good friends for many reasons, but the number one being that they wanted to both further each other's careers, considering Charles was a...
Oh yeah, Emma had a baby. Emma was introduced to Homa's tenant. His name's Leon. She had a little thing for Leon, if you can't tell.
Stalker. So she decided to make a move.
Well, she went and talked to him, and Leon was a little bit attracted. He just saw her attractive level. But Emma realized she was becoming an unfaithful wife.
And so she went back to Charles. And Leon was really, really upset. He was sick of waiting on Emma. So he went to Paris to further his law career, get his degrees.
After the depression from Leon, Emma went to LaRue and just started getting a bunch of stuff, but she had no money, so she went into debt. And then along came Rodolphe. He was just attractive, rich.
A pimp.
He was a champ. So, one thing led to another.
And well,
yeah,
it happened. Well, meanwhile, Homa and Charles were talking, and Homa convinced Charles to do a new procedure on a man named Hippolyte for his clubbed feet.
Charles didn't exactly know what was going on. It was a new procedure, new to the world, and, well, Charles messed up.
He was a failure.
This mistake kind of cost him his career and Emma. Emma went back to Rodolphe. And yeah. But unfortunately, Rodolphe wasn't really into that, and
so he sent her a letter.
What's the letter say?
I don't know. Let's find out. Shocking. I bet it says that he's leaving her.
I guess so. I mean, she went up into an attic, and now she's crying a lot.
She's really upset.
She looks pretty depressed. Well, you know what cures depression?
What?
The opera.
Oh, I think Homa suggested this. To, maybe he noticed that Emma was depressed and wanted to fix things for Charles. But it didn't really work.
Well, until...
Till what?
Until Leon showed up.
Well, guess they caught up.
Yeah, Emma and Leon kind of caught up and, just hit things off. Emma decided to go back to Paris to visit Leon. And...
it got heated. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, well... Yeah.
Well,
they had sex.
That's a nice Star Wars shirt.
It was rough. Well, after that, Emma pretty much got bored with Leon and just kind of left.
Well, she was in debt, and her house had been taken away. She had nothing really left, so she started selling her sexy body to men on the street.
Hey, at least it worked. Well,
I'm assuming so.
It looks like it anyway. Anyway, after that, Emma got depressed, so she needed to get into the pharmacy, so she seduced Justin. For that.
What is that?
That would be arsenic. Right there. Right there. What's Emma? What? Emma? Did she just...
5-finger discount.
I guess so. Whoa. Time out. What's
going on? Oh, no. Oh, she's so sad.
What is she doing?
I don't know. Oh, no. Is that the...
Oh, I think it is. Oh, God. Is she...
The arsenic.
She's opening it.
Oh, no. Please don't.
Stop.
No. No.
Yep.
Oh, God.
That's game. Yeah, she's going down. Look at that.
Oh, God. Throwing up.
Yep. That'd be dead.
Death?
That's death. That's what I meant. Charles went through his stuff and found all her love letters, and he also got depressed and died.
And their poor little daughter, Bertha, well, she got sent to a cotton mill because she had a sucky life.
Her life was pretty terrible.
Well, yeah.
Well.
The end.